No worries, man. No worries.
Arsenal versus Spurs.
Awesome.
सेकंड सीजन मैं तो जीत के जाऊंगा मेरे को मैं तो सेकंड सीजन में जीतता हूँ आई नो आई विल विन सैंचो बेंच
We've got Super Mick Arteta. So yeah, I mean,
cheers to the
for
1-0
man.
damn what a week what
Okay.
a week
Welcome to the Football Republic of India, guys. What a week, huh? First episode. It was lovely, in fact. I mean, the kind of response we got.
yeah man
All the home support in the world. You know, all our friends linking up.
especially comments the live chat in the first video loved it
It was
guys
too much fun, and it's all the fuel that we need to keep continuing. So we've got a great episode lined up for you guys. Amazing week of Premier League, big upset Liverpool Nottingham. We'll start with that. Then the big we'll talk about Arsenal and its dogs. You know how we'll get to it. How we
यूनाइटेड वाले मेरे पीछे पड़े भाई
we will have to address that as well because all the United fans on the chat were very कि United तुम लोग views के लिए United की ले रहे हो and all those things and much needed win for United. We'll touch upon that. Chelsea obviously won against Bournemouth. It was a interesting game.
not interesting at all
उसके बारे में थोड़ी बात करेंगे. We'll also end up with with a City Brentford chat and last week जो हमारे predictions थे उसको एक बार देखते हैं कौन जीतता है कौन हारता है and we'll do predictions for the coming week. So again, sit back, relax and welcome to the Football Republic of India. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, guys. So we'll start with Liverpool Nottingham, man. I think that's the talk of the week.
Yeah.
What an upset.
The proper upset of the week was, in fact, if you think about it, हम तो यार तो भी अभी एक ही episode किए. You even go to overlap. You see how Jamie Carragher, sweet cruising victory for Liverpool and everything.
हल्के में लेके रखा था वो बस.
Exactly. I mean,
एकदम
but
हल्के में.
let's start. I think ऐसे results में बहुत easy हो जाता है कि अपन बात करें लिवरपूल की. लिवरपूल खराब है,
No,
but
no, no.
let's
We
start
have to
with
give-
Nottingham.
We have to give flowers to Nottingham.
Yeah. How many of you did know that Nottingham was unbeaten till this game and they're still unbeaten this season? I mean, what a job Nuno is doing, right?
Absolutely.
Obviously, very early doors and whatever, but you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a very cagey game. Honestly, to be honest, I didn't catch the whole game. Saw bits and pieces.
So did I. I didn't
Some highlights. Read a few articles here and there. And apparently, 45 minutes in, it was a very typical cagey game.
Absolutely.
Liverpool probing.
CHO, man, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Anthony Elanga, like these signings that Nuno has done and
And
Nottingham Forest.
it was a good substitution off the bench.
Absolutely,
So-
like great subs, and these guys have come in new, right? And these kids from big star clubs,
Yeah.
Chelsea and United too.
And they could do well there, and now they're killing it here.
Absolutely.
And Nottingham have a half a decent squad, I mean, Danilo, that
They are
midfielder
there, they are there.
Obviously, they have a mad owner. But
We spoke about it that the owner has gone all in, but you never know, it might just work out like how they are doing in like Liverpool, Anfield, and they beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
Especially with their full lineup. I don't think anyone was missing from the Liverpool bench.
Yeah.
Or like no one was on the bench or injured. These guys are on their best lineup and they couldn't beat
Correct.
Nottingham. That is
And it's interesting, I mean, for someone like Nottingham to beat Liverpool at Anfield. The last time Nottingham beat Liverpool at Anfield, the moon landing, that's
Damn,
the last
that
time
is-
it happened.
that is a
when the
while
moon
back.
landing happened, so. And if it happened, I mean, if you
No,
believe in
come on.
conspiracy theory,
Hey, please.
that's another podcast.
please don't go to Joe Rogan.
So, yeah, I mean, still, man, I mean, it should. What I feel is that it's still not crisis. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई अब तो खत्म and whatever, but it's a wake up call. It's almost like Slot has now got the real Premier League experience.
Absolutely.
Where if you do well 3 games, the whole media is
Because,
like
he's been through Premier League and he's been through all these teams and sometimes he's lost, but this was something on Anfield to lose is something of a. So Arne Slot obviously his first experience of losing in Anfield like
Yeah.
this. So that might hit him a bit. But still, like, it's not crisis as you said. But again, shout out to your friend Chadda, man.
Oh, right, Chadda. So for people who don't know this, join the live chat next time. चड्डा ने लाइव चैट में बोला था कि अभी तो हनीमून पीरियड चल रहा है स्लॉट का एंड थिंग्स विल कम आई मीन he would be he's a United fan तो बहुत खुश होगा that his words turned out to be true so soon.
Yeah, so it's the honeymoon period is kinda getting over, or
Yeah.
maybe over. You never
No, I mean it's a reality check. You know, I
Yeah.
think if you ask the Liverpool fans who are not, you know, थोड़े दिमाग वाले Liverpool fans से पूछोगे, they're still happy with him. Everything is all good still.
Yeah,
but it's a wake up call.
So Liverpool fans are not like instant flip flops. Like they know sometimes things happen and they are sensible people. At least in the fans that I have met and are around me, they are sensible people and they know what happens in Premier Leagues and shit happens.
Correct.
And Premier League is the first place where shit happens. Like,
And it is so typical of Premier League कि भाई even for Slot who's like पहली बार आ रहा है Premier League में to manage and everything. He will experience कि मीडिया ने जब 3 गेम जीता, third game no goals conceded at Old Trafford, the media took him like over here.
Yeah.
And as soon as he loses now, people the kind of question just take his next press conference and see. The kind of questions पहले do you find it तुम्हारा tactic and you know
now
and
they're
they'll
gonna
be
pile
like
on
और भाई और हारने वाले हो क्या चल रहा है आपका like this is how they'll talk so English media is brutal like
so
that.
Nottingham Forest was unbeaten, right, until now, which is
It's
another
insane.
something crazy thing to think about.
I think they had a draw and 2 wins, but to be fair, this was their first tough game, so now people will take them seriously.
I mean,
seriously, matlab they will get highlighted
This
in
was
the.
their game. They might have written it off at the beginning of the season. Like, okay,
Most
we are
of us
losing
did,
to
yeah.
Liverpool, we are losing to City, we are losing to Arsenal. Other games we have to try to win.
Right.
This is a game that they won, so this is a big win for them. Big win for them. And I think let's talk about the Liverpool crowd. I heard some.
Yeah, so
news,
very
man.
interesting. We'll try and get a clip here somewhere on the screen. I was reading a BBC article, a fan written article. उसमें he was saying that the team was uninventive, but the crowd was worse.
Damn.
So why I want to talk about this is कि when you think about Anfield, you think come what may, we
the
always
fortress.
will never walk alone, and you know all of that will happen.
Yeah.
But for a fan to write on a BBC article which he knows, it's not a मतलब कोई fan channel या Twitter नहीं है. BBC is everybody's reading it. So वहाँ पे लिखना क्या the crowd was worse and it is sort of I think why I want to talk about it is it's especially coming from an Arsenal fan. It might be very exhausting for the crowd itself because the kind of emotional, ebbs and flows they've gone through in the last 5 years with Klopp, the highs of Klopp. I don't want to say lows of Klopp, but just missing out on a couple
The
of
rivalry
titles.
with City for any team and their fans will take a toll on them.
Exactly, and that's exactly how I feel for the last 2 years. And
Absolutely.
The juggernaut that City is.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's how you feel ki before you know it, you need a build up. Rebuild. I'll correct myself. मतलब कुछ होता है उसके पहले तुमको पता चल जाता है shit we need to rebuild again. कि now if things go downhill from here, now it'll all come up कि transfer season में कुछ नहीं किए, ये क्यों नहीं किए,
Everything.
वो क्यों नहीं किए,
The
साला
entire
बुड्ढा हो
ruckus,
गया,
the
अभी
entire
भी-
circus will start.
Exactly.
The entire circus will start. And I'm glad that Chelsea is going through this period of the entire refining period right now when City's dominance is happening. When we were against City and we won again in the Champions League, the last trophy that we won was against them in the Champions League final. I'm happy we got through that, and now we are in the rebuild phase where they are like having these highs and highs and highs. And we'll talk about City, but man, I'm glad I'm not in that place.
Yeah, but again, let's see. We will be here to discuss what happens with Liverpool.
Absolutely.
And it's interesting then when they run into tough fixtures and against big teams. The Champions League coming up. I think it's Milan. They have a game against Milan this week, which will be very interesting, I think. And he might rest some players, or I don't think he'll rest some players. Obviously, he'll go full strength.
He'll go full strength.
By rest, I mean, will he change some tactics, or it'll all be interesting to see. And
let's see how Arnie reacts.
Yeah, and we should not be stupid and start bantering with them as of yet because
there are
just
They are a serious side. As I said
agree.
the last time, they are a serious side and they are still title contenders.
Yeah.
Just one loss does not say anything. It
Fair
makes a
enough.
difference, but I think they are.
I wouldn't
fine.
say they're title contenders per se, but they will be in the periphery. Like if one of Arsenal and City drop off, Liverpool should be best of the rest.
Yeah, so I mean,
Automatically.
for me, my opinion was that they are going to be title contenders for this season as well.
Yeah.
So like it'll be a 3-horse race instead of 2, but let's see.
It usually is a 3 up to say March, February.
Yeah. So okay, so I think we can shift our topics to Arsenal versus Spurs.
Arsenal.
And this guy won't shut the hell up now. But yeah, so let's start with like what I said. The game was gonna be cagey.
Oh, you called it, bro. You called it to the T.
Yeah, I think it was quite given when Odegaard and Declan Rice were not gonna play. It was given that these you lot are gonna shut the game down, play yourself from the back and do counter attacks. And like the first 30 minutes of the game, most of the possession was with Spurs, and still, despite that, you guys had the most amount of shots fired and 5 shots fired, 3 on target,
Yeah.
and Spurs had like 3 shots and one
You
on
had the
target.
better chance too,
You had better
Martinelli.
chances as well. Absolutely, Martinelli missed, but I think it was good game management, and you guys
Yeah.
grew into the game. Like
I agree.
This is what is needed. These kind of performances are what needed
Bang-
for you
bang
guys to like step up to the next level, which you guys are looking for, as in to win this league after your players are injured. And now you guys, it's like we need to get this win, even though we don't have our players, and you
Yeah.
guys did that. So
and in fact, these are
kudos
the
to that.
times where the credentials are tested, like they say.
Exactly.
कि अगर तुम नहीं जीतोगे तो तो कैसे टाइटल कैसे
Exactly.
जीतोगे?
And Jorginho played well as well. Like after, I thought he would be rustic.
Yeah.
But
So
he played well.
if you see, Arteta actually said it in post match that the prerequisite is to love the game. He said when you love the game, I went to Jorginho and said I need you to start and play 90 minutes, and he did not think twice because the last time he started was 5 months back. If you see, even during the game, he was cramping up during the end. Even Julian Timber, for that matter, played a really good game. He was insane.
Yeah, he was
And he was cramping up because he's not played 90 minutes in 12 months. You know, he had that ligament injury, like an ACL.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it was. In fact, let's zoom out a bit. I mean, Arsenal played like a nice mid-block 4-4-2. And in the start, I remember sending him a WhatsApp कि थोड़ा मुश्किल लग रहा है because we are very used to progressing the ball through Odegaard in a way where
Yeah.
he's always the third option available in the triangle. in the
He's
middle
your
space.
pipeline into your attack from your
Correct.
defense. Like everything is
And
distribution to everything.
it almost felt like we are not able to find him easily. मतलब बहुत आदत हो जाती है कि यार ओडेगार्ड यहाँ आएगा, पकड़ेगा, लेफ्ट से चैनल खोलेगा,
Yeah,
ball
his
डालेगा.
free room was missing, right?
Right.
जो उसको मिलता है वो कहीं से भी,
And
like
we
from the
were
left or the
playing-
right.
We were playing a flat 4-4-2. So Trossard and Havertz just pressing Saka and Martinelli instead of being on the touchline, which is almost every time they just became narrow so that we don't they don't break us down.
Yeah. And Timber helped. So
Exactly.
Timber helped.
So that was very interesting because starting में I thought अच्छा नहीं खेल रहे से more importantly it felt like we had to learn during the game.
So one point to note, Ben White, I thought didn't have a good game because
He didn't start well.
He didn't start well. For the first 30 minutes, he had a hard time against Son.
Yeah.
Like what I saw.
Yeah.
And again, he grew into it.
Right.
And he had good support from Saliba.
And I think it's worthwhile mentioning what Gary Neville said on his podcast later is that maybe Saka and Martinelli and even these Arsenal attacking players, they don't get enough credit for coming back on the defense so well.
Yeah,
That
Saka did amazing.
he said Saka, that's what Neville said, that Saka is the best player in the league when it comes to, you know, coming back and
Tracking
defending
back.
as well and even going ahead.
Absolutely.
So I think all of those things were quite there, and that's why those were the difference makers today. And I quickly want to change the focus on Arteta because our gaffers got a new contract and we're too happy with that.
Yeah, it
And
was a
why not,
no-brainer.
man?
It was
I
a
mean,
no-brainer.
It was a no-brainer, and why not? I mean, look at what that guy has done for us, bro. I mean, tu soch ke dekh, when we were in the trenches when he came. You know,
Yeah.
after Wenger, Emery, and the kind of shit that we've seen. I mean, like I said, I get nightmares when I think about Mustafi, David Luiz, and Socrates at the back. and now we've got people like Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu.
David Luiz was great for us.
I loved him, but you know he came at a point where he was spent. वो
Yeah.
तब तक भाई खत्म हो गया था. वो chill करने नहीं आया था. In fact, let me put it very straight. He was one of the few guys that I really liked in that squad.
Yeah,
And-
his team building was great.
Exactly.
Like, back rooms mein,
He was-
like in the
yeah.
locker room, he was a great supporting player. Like
I used to always play him CDM in FIFA because he's got like good ball playing. But anyways,
Yeah.
Arteta का मेरे को थोड़ा बात करना था. I want to really give him some like a big bouquet of flowers because एक तो 3-year contract, very good, well done. And what we need to realize how far we've come is this is the first time we've beat Spurs 3 times in a row at Shite Hart Lane. It's first time in since 80s, since the era of George Graham, which
Wow.
is just think about it, almost 40 years, coming up to 40 years now. Arteta है उसके पहले we had not won a single game.
in White Hart Lane.
No, against the top 6.
Against the top six,
Against the
yeah,
top
yeah,
6
yeah.
away for years under Wenger. I don't remember the last time we won it, whatever, but I think it was Chelsea. But it was,
Yeah,
I think it
होगा.
was a Chelsea Robin van Persie hat trick 5-3.
Okay.
उसके बाद से हम लोग जब तक आर्टेटा है टॉप 6 में अभी हम लोग नहीं जीते थे. करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग गाइस, बट दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक. बट बहुत साल से नहीं जीते थे बिग 6 के अगेंस्ट. एंड नाउ लास्ट सीजन वी आर अनबीटन अगेंस्ट द बिग 6 होम एंड अवे. एंड नाउ वी हैव बीटन स्पर्स 3 times in a row. And not only that, I mean, just the general sense of our travel direction where the team is going. I know we need silverware. I know the pressure is on him to deliver this season, and I absolutely agree with that. कि इतने साल बाद even an FA Cup is something that will shut people's mouth, but we need some silverware this season. But it's very easy to forget where we are. Like there were times इतना toxic हो गया था environment in Arsenal fan, or you know the kind everybody was just trying to get at each other, and
Yeah. And
now we are at a point where people are together, and you know it's the best time this is the best team I've seen, best Arsenal team I've seen since I started supporting, and I hope man they do it this season. And
yeah, you guys badly need to win it now.
Yeah.
Like I feel after so much of a struggle, you guys like so efforts should be rewarded. Like City making a 5-peat when you had your best 5 years or like your best 4 years.
Yeah.
It's not just bad luck, but it's like it's a kick on the teeth.
yeah, exactly.
It's a kick on the teeth. You don't want, like, if it would be any other manager and any other ensemble of players, you guys would be winning the league.
Right.
But it's just this guy sheer dominating.
It's
So
just-
yeah, but I think let's move on to your defense, man.
Yeah,
Like Gabriel, man. Wow. Like
So
I'm a
I-
fan now. Like
He's
wow.
too good, bro.
Wow.
So I have a thing. Like what I think is Saliba. So if you go on Twitter, they call him the Rolls Royce, and you know he's this typical 6'4",
Yeah.
super elegant,
Very high
easy-
ceiling.
Yeah, easy on the eye when it comes to. But I think because of that, it almost becomes that Gabriel, even if he's a more experienced player, he gets very overshadowed. So even in all the interviews, if you see, Gabriel is actually the guy who leads the line, at the back line, and jo sabko, you know, he just gets everyone into the offside line and things like that. Saliba bhi bolta hai ki I play this well because this guy is always barking orders at me. Apart from that, just generally he's kind of an ugly duckling, you know, कि वो दिखने में, you know, some players just catch your eye. Like you
Yeah.
see a Phil Foden doing a half turn and you're like, man, what a player. And some players are just, even Havertz is like that. So some players just don't look that good as your traditional FIFA type looking players, but they're just up there in all kinds of parameters.
They're getting
that-
shit done.
Everything.
They're
They're
getting
not only
shit
getting shit done, but I mean, when it comes to Gabriel, scored the most goals by a defender since he joined Premier League. Scored 15 goals, bro, since he joined Arsenal. I think it's been 4 or 5 years now. That's a lot. But for a central defender, 15 goals, man. And
Yeah.
all clutch goals. He scored against Liverpool, scored against Tottenham now. He scored at times where we were losing and we had to come back. So he scored some big goals. He's done some big tackles. So I
No.
just want to give him credit where it's due. And a lot of Arsenal players are like, Arsenal fans are like, अब Calafiori आ गया, if Gabriel is going to make a mistake, we should kick him out. But for me, Saliba is Saliba only because Gabriel is there. So
Yeah.
It's like the partnership, right? So if you want to be a Ferdinand, you need a Vidic.
Similarly, so in a recent example, it's Van Dijk and Matip. So Matip was always the one who was not very underrated,
Yeah.
very like under the radar player,
Yeah.
but Van Dijk wouldn't be Van Dijk if it wasn't for Matip. in my
Exactly,
opinion.
exactly.
Like, he was someone similar to Gabriel. No, I'm not saying in terms of scoring goals, but like providing to stay back, and VVD can just push for a tackle and dominate
Yeah.
an attacker.
Right.
And this guy is there as a back
Correct.
shield. So
But to be fair, in this particular partnership, it's Saliba who stays back in this.
yeah,
guy
yeah,
is the
yeah,
presser,
yeah.
But
Yeah,
I get what your
you
point
get
is.
you like the
100%.
persona is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
is like that. So yeah, that's great. And I think we should talk about the Banki Mota, like this
Arre
guy
yaar.
Ange, this
What a
guy
guy,
man. मतलब ये बंदा
Did you see the post match?
ये बंदा पागल है, मैं बता रहा हूँ.
What is he on, bro?
He's gonna fall on his sword by saying what he said this week.
He comes across like a South Indian hero, you know.
Exactly.
Like he's got like a god complex
Like,
or something.
कुछ भी करता है यार.
But yeah, I just like trust me. There's some things that when you look at it, you just giggle, right? मैं देख के से बढ़ के हंसने लगे क्या कर रहा
यार
है.
उसके ट्रॉफी के लाले हैं.
हाँ.
He can't. So he's definitely not competing for the Premier League. He's not. So he has claimed that second season मैं तो जीत के जाऊंगा. मेरे को मैं तो second season में जीतता हूँ. I know I'll win. But for a manager to say that and get ahead of himself,
And
this is shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
क्योंकि अभी every loss.
is just going to compound the
Yeah, like तू बोला था साले. तू बोला था. तू
हाँ,
बोला था.
exactly.
मतलब are you?
And as soon as he said it, so I was looking at it, and it was a fair question. She didn't even put it in a very the interviewer
Yeah,
did not
yeah,
put it
yeah.
in a very cocky way. She बहुत आराम से पूछा कि आपने ऐसा बोला है, याद है ना भाई तूने बोला था कि सेकंड सीजन जीतूंगा तो क्या जीतेगा क्या है?
अरे trigger हो गया वो.
And he said you say you usually win the and he's like let me correct myself. I don't usually win. I always win. मैं बोला अरे भाई ये कौन है वो? Why does he have so much god complex?
Yeah, God complex नहीं है. He's so वो as I said ना वो भनकी है. वो पागल हो जाता
Just
है.
weird,
उसको
bro.
ट्रिगर हो जाता है. It certain things pinch him, and clearly his ego is hurt, and he's very
Yeah.
egoistic. And I'm not saying all Australians are, but a lot of them are. But they are fine. Like I have a few Australian friends. They're very fun.
No worries, man. No worries.
But yeah, so yeah, that is what Ange is
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
But I think, like you said, now the pressure is on them.
Absolutely,
क्योंकि
and
उनके-
especially
if
on
you-
Ange, especially
if
on
you
Ange.
see their manner of losses are getting very similar. कि वो they will have possession, and it actually think about Arteta. Like he actually, I read the BBC, I read Athletic. सब में वही लिखा था कि outwitted Ange. कि Ange तो वही करने वाला है. Everybody knows. Arteta for the sake of just winning the game. You know, I
Yeah.
read it somewhere which was a very beautiful. I think Tim Stillman said it that Arteta's team has a philosophy which they always go by, which is play from the back or everything.
Certain principles they follow.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
But the major thing always remains win by all means necessary. So when he knows he doesn't have a couple of big players and he will drop back, he said let them have the ball. And these guys just could not create anything. Madison, I don't even know if he played. He was just so passive. They were only going around circles, and we just all we had to do is put Saka and Martinelli narrow, and we sort of got the victory. It wasn't like a convincing victory in terms of scoreline, but it never felt like, oh my god, we're going to lose or something.
Yeah. It was just, as I said, just the first 20-25
Right.
minutes where so I saw good sparks of Dominic Solanke in that game. Some good efforts.
I agree.
Good heading
Yeah.
efforts. And
That header was good, the towering header, right?
Yeah. So I think it's just match sharpness that he needs again. He's just back, right? So
Yeah, I don't think they will be very bad or terrible through the season. They'll have some they'll have some big wins
Yeah.
for sure. But he needs to keep himself in check. अगर वो ऐसे सब चीजें और especially on the day he loses to biggest rivals at home 3 years in a row,
he can't say that.
he can't say that.
He can't
man. I
say
mean,
that.
Come on.
Okay, so I think if you want to quickly touch up on anything other than what we talked about on Arsenal.
Just quick flowers to Havertz, man. What a player, bro. I mean, thank you.
अरे यार,
Really, bro. I mean, like I said, he's an ugly duckling, but throughout the game, this guy is already. ऐसा लग रहा है अभी कितना गेम खेला यार. जर्मनी के लिए 90 मिनट खेला. All Nations League के game. He played 90 minutes in pre-season. पहले आने से पहले he played all games here. He started in the front as a 9. As a 9 as a part of two nines basically. Trossard and Hazard, Trossard and Havertz were in the front. And uske baad he dropped down as a 10, dropped down on the left 8 when Jesus came and Saka was subbed out. There was a time where Jesus wanted to play in the front, so he shifted and went to the
So
right.
he was the one in this game who filled up this responsibility of Odegaard.
Correct.
Like kind of.
And you know, I think why Arteta loves him so much is for his height, for his stature. He's not a
Versatility.
but he's he's like a Swiss Army knife in attack, bro.
Yeah.
He can, if Jesus is really fit and raring to go, he can play in the strike. But like then Havertz will still be the target man at left 8.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait for Merino to come back so that if Merino 6'4", Havertz 6'4" are striker and left 8, then it just gives us much more versatility and unpredictability.
भाई
in
हमारे
attack.
तो पैसे वसूल हो गए, उसने चैंपियंस लीग फाइनल में गोल मार दिया।
हाँ।
फाइन ले जाओ भाई, हो गया।
I hope he does that for us, man.
You wish.
But I mean, just on a serious note, he's been up there at top 3 goal contributions in 2024. Palmer and Haaland only have more.
Yeah.
And
Palmer being on top, just to point out. 24, Haaland 18. Okay, just
really,
saying.
even
Yes.
after all these
Yes.
9 goals that he scored.
Maybe now.
Yeah, now I
maybe
think-
now from this week, maybe. So he scored what, 2 goals, right? This week. So 18. So it'll be 20 and 24.
I don't know. So maybe if we are wrong, we
correct
should-
me, but I think it is so 24. I'm pretty sure for Cole Palmer. And Haaland for this week 2 more, so it's
Right.
20 now. So that is still an insane stat to think about. Cole Palmer, we're gonna get into
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We're gonna get into that. So
And just last flowers to Saka because this guy had a quiet game.
Yeah.
But you know, that's why he's world class. Whole game people were
Yeah.
like, oh, nahi khel raha hai. And the ball he put, bro, it was a peach of a delivery.
Yeah.
It was
Saka
a
is-
corner right in front of the 6-yard box. All Gabriel had to do is get away from Romero, who actually fucked up. By the way, there was, if you remember, if you go back to our first video, someone commented saying that, oh, Romero is not that overrated. A couple of my friends also sent me WhatsApp saying, I'm not sure about that take. But exactly, it got sleeping, and if you see the video, it was so easy. And मेरे को बहुत मजा आया क्योंकि पहले ऐसा देख रहा है रोमेरो उसको, Gabriel got behind him, and then he's like, where is he? And then when he came to him, Gabriel just like धक्का मारा, तब तक ball आ गया and he headed it in. So anyways, but great ball by Saka and Romero in the mud, and I think that's a good time to move on. So come on, Arsenal.
yeah. So I think now from the next the first 1-0 to the second 1-0, which is Chelsea versus
Yeah.
Bournemouth.
So we watched the game together, and we weren't, you know, it didn't start off so well, but it felt like, you know, is there an upset on the cards? And it was a tough game, but obviously your boys got 3 points home, and it was an interesting watch because of all the, you know, naughtiness in the game.
Yeah.
And but what is your take? How do you know how do you go about it? How do you dissect this game now?
इतना वाहियात performance.
Really?
So I am happy we took out this victory, but it didn't
deserve it.
I would say no. So we deserve it, as in because of what Enzo Maresca has done and what he's trying to do. But yeah, our defense is so bad.
So sorry, who all started?
So we had Disasi, we had Levi Colwill, we had Kukurea, and we had
Gusto.
No, Gusto was injured. So we were playing 3 at the back, and we had this guy Renato Vega, who I was talking about in the last podcast. He's a new youngling and he's doing great. So because Gusto was injured, Disasi had to play right back. Okay, so we had Fofana and this guy Fofana and Levi Colwill in the center. And
Colwill is a great player.
Yeah, Colwill I love, but still, like, yeah, Disasi kitna kharab hai. Like, he's just
that bad, huh?
Like, he does not have game sense. Like, fine, he was playing out of his position. मतलब वो right center back
But
से
he's played
right
a
back
lot of
खेला.
right back last season also.
No, so he played right center back. He never played right back. But yeah, it's just like 5 yards on the right. He's not been asked to go ahead and do like attacking stuff or like go on the wing and like support the winger. No, you just have to cover that much. And this guy gets beaten by I don't know who was it from Bournemouth ka left wing.
Sinestera.
Someone, I don't know, I'm forgetting the name because I don't remember these guys like
I think
Bournemouth
it's
players ke naam, but he got beaten by this guy, and like it's on cam. Disasi is pointing to Fofana like तू आ ना मेरे को beat कर चुका है. Like, are you kidding me? You have to track back. What are you pointing for?
Yeah.
So Disasi was absolute shit. And in
But who do you think he comes in against? मतलब और कौन आ सकता है? Reece James को time है अभी.
Bro, so Disasi की जरूरत ही नहीं है. He's a third choice centre back right now. Why he's playing is because Gusto and Reece James are injured. So Colwill and
Achha.
Fofana are the first choice centre backs.
Correct.
And as I was saying in the last podcast, Chaloba होता तो भाई sorted था. Trevor Chaloba, if he was there.
But he's now gone on loan to.
Yeah, he's gone on loan to some team. I need to check. But yeah,
I think French league gave.
हाँ, so
Yeah.
good thing is we did not concede. Out of all of this bullshit happening, we did not concede. For that, I'll give them like
Correct.
kudos. Like, fine, great, you did great. And half of that praise and half of that credit for not conceding goes to Robert Sanchez. Man, that guy was prime Peter Cech on that day. I don't know what came into him, and
Yeah.
from the penalty save,
It was
which
a
was
good
an
save.
epic save.
It was low on his left. And
Epic save, and there was this insane effort from one of the Bournemouth players, which was like 30 yards out, and he shot and it hit on the top crossbar, and he had this insane leap. He did not touch it, but I knew for a fact, like after seeing on that recap, it wouldn't have gone in because he was there. He was there on the top
Got it
corner,
covered.
full fling, like one-handed. He was there, like, and he saved a lot of good. Like for me, he was the man of the match.
Sanchez.
Yeah, Robert Sanchez for me was the man of the match.
I think he got full bonus points on FPL as well.
Yeah. So, but Jadon Sancho, man. So Jadon Sancho got the man of the match. And,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So he
I saw that.
came in at
First of all, it's an honor to play for Chelsea. I saw that. Yeah.
Sancho, man. bro.
Yeah.
So the best thing was, so I'm sorry, United fans. You guys thought you sold us a dud.
Yeah.
But in fact, we did sold you a dud for 60 or 65 odd million, which was Mason Mount, and we have an obligation to buy. We have an obligation to buy Jadon Sancho for what 25ish million.
Yeah.
Obligation. I'm not saying option.
Obligation. He's
to
ours
buy.
now.
He's almost ours now, and your 007, 0 goals, 0 assists in 7 games for Jadon Sancho is now.
It's more now.
Yeah, no. Under 45 minutes, he entered the pitch. 45 minutes पे, second half पे, and he gave an assist to Nkunku, and he dominated, bro. He nutmegged players of Bournemouth, and he was dominating. Genuinely, जो Dortmund का Sancho था, वो हमें मिला है. Not like United का Sancho.
I know.
And Enzo Maresca somehow has this connection with him, and I feel they are gelling along, and he knows.
Sanchez ex-City, right? So,
Yeah, but he wasn't there.
Yeah,
Maresca
and
wasn't
what is
there. And वो
interesting
सारे
is-
ने बोला था.
क्यों बोला उसने इंटरव्यू में बोला ना उसने?
कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, वो कुछ तो लफड़ा है.
Obviously,
For
PR,
sure.
PR,
PR है,
yeah.
कुछ भी है. But so Enzo Maresca knew about
It's
Jadon
like a
Sancho, and he's
guy
seen
going to Fulham and saying it was my dream from childhood to play for Fulham, and I'm
अरे
like, give me a break.
Yeah, it was pretty much that. But still, like I feel like Jadon Sancho can possibly start ahead of Pedro Neto, and Pedro Neto did not. So it wasn't that.
But he
it was
can play
bad.
off the right as well.
Exactly. But we don't need a right winger right now because Madueke is in form.
But I think through the season, I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
You are the more regular watcher of Chelsea. Through the season, Sancho, Neto, maybe Jackson, because you said he doesn't want to be dropped.
I'll talk about him.
And
So-
Felix or Nkunku, one of them has. I mean, Palmer is obviously always. there.
So that's why. So we, as I said, we have a lot of luxury signings, right? So, but I still feel that on the left, because right now we don't have a set left winger because Mudryk failed. Now we have Pedro Neto and Jadon Sancho on the left. I thought he would play on the right as a second choice for Noni Madueke,
Yeah.
given the form. But he's put him on the left wing, and he excelled. He genuinely excelled, and that's why there is a reason behind they give him a man of the match, because that entire 45 minutes, भाई उसने परेड लगा दी थी बर्नमथ की, like genuinely परेड लगा दी थी. Every time he was with the ball, and if they were just giving the ball to Sancho, and he was just in his playground, chilling and just he nutmegged, he passed
He's
great.
a very natural runner with the ball.
Yeah, and he's direct. So Premier League are lacking direct wingers. Like Saka is a direct winger. Like he pushes you inside your D
Right.
instead of like कि वो पीछे काट के डालेगा.
Correct.
Yeah, he does that also. But वो ज्यादा push करता है अंदर कि एक बार डिफेंस को अंदर डाले,
Yes.
स्पेस बनाए फिर भले पीछे करे. But he's
They're
direct.
smart in their approach.
Yeah. So Jadon Sancho amazing.
Yeah.
Nkunku 80th minute में आता है.
I thought you were going to come up with your blue balloon, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't find one, but I got a lot of hate from the first podcast where I was not wearing my Chelsea shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, dhone mein thi bhai. So yeah, but yeah, let's get back to the game, bro. I want to talk about so last podcast we talked about a bald fuck who won this time, like Ten Hag, but this time I want to talk about a bald fuck, Anthony Taylor.
Oh man.
भाई वो आदमी क्यों है, उसको क्या चाहिए, what does he want from us? भाई like we need to put a petition to ask our owners to just pay him off कि भाई तू एक काम कर, तू 1 million रख और तू जा, तू मत रेफरी कर, भाई.
That's
Such
a
classic
Chelsea way to solve a problem.
हाँ भाई, अरे
कि भाई ये नहीं हो रहा है तो 1 million रख
भाई
यार.
क्यों
रख
तू
तो.
जा ना
अच्छा, तो
यार,
ऐसे
ऐसे ही रख ले भाई, तू कुछ मत कर भाई. क्यों ब्रो, दिस गाय ब्रोक. सो ही इज लाइक ब्रो मेरे fuck the game, मुझे आना है लाइमलाइट पे. कौन चेल्सी कौन बर्नमथ, आई विल बी द लाइमलाइट. इफ यू नो नेम ऑफ द रेफरी दैट मीन्स वो आदमी खराब है,
Yeah.
like he is bad. That's why you know the name of the referee. Otherwise, you would not pay attention to the referee doing his job.
Exactly.
Bro, everyone knows Anthony Taylor. This guy just broke the record of the highest amount of yellow cards given in a single game.
Was it that bad though? I mean, was it such इतना feisty था game और?
I mean, वो कुछ भी yellow card दे रहा था. It wasn't like so. Kukurea and Fofana got yellow cards for absolute bullshit reasons in the first 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Fine, Robert Sanchez got a yellow card for the penalty,
Yeah.
for which he saved and
Yeah.
did great.
It was a kind of a yellow.
It was a yellow. That is fine. भाई वो कुछ भी कर रहा था. So total में 14 yellow cards आए. Both the team got almost our team got 6 yellow cards or 7 yellow cards, and Bournemouth got the same amount. And each of us, like both the team got fined 25k from Premier League for getting so many yellow cards. I'm like, what's going on? Like क्या चाहता है? And this guy has a record with us, bro, and he has a record with a lot of teams. But for Chelsea, he has a lot.
And I think it's Pro United or like something like that also is there.
Bro, this guy एक बार this is recent. Kukurea was in the team. Romero, we are talking about Romero, right? उसने Tottenham Derby में उसने Kukurea के बाल खींच दिए थे. And he did not.
I saw it.
He did not even forget penalizing. वो ही नहीं दिया, फाउल ही नहीं दिया. अबे बाल खींच के गिरा दिया था यार.
I saw that, yeah.
Bro, and there are endless. So there are about 10-15 fiascos which we can talk about, but I don't want to get into that because I don't want to give footage to this Taklu. But okay, fine.
No, but if you think about it, just we'll stay here for a moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I speak for all football fans. That's the one common enemy for all of us, right? And I don't like it like that. I mean, I want to be pro referees. I want to be pro VAR, which none of us are, by the way, because it's so fucked up and so subjective.
Yeah.
But अब जैसे I'll give you an example. Last 5 years, just take an average out, they will come up, and it's only PGMOL who are doing it, right? ये कोई ऐसा नहीं कि it's happening across all Europe 5 leagues, पूरी दुनिया ऐसी कर रही है. No, it's only the English fucks who want to do this. कि they will come up with a new rule. हम लोग semi automated offside चालू करेंगे, but हम नवंबर से चालू करेंगे. तो तुम्हारा यार सीजन अगस्त में चालू हो रहा है. अगर अगस्त सितंबर में आर्सेनल टॉटनहम में if you get a bad call, then वो 3 पॉइंट का क्या करूँ मैं? Then things like Rice got sent out of that Brighton game. Even against Tottenham, 7 players were on a yellow card in the first half, which is the most in any Premier League in that first 45 minutes. और उसमें Saliba made a foul and उसके सामने ही बॉल थी. बॉल बस उठाया. Obviously everybody does that, bro.
Yeah.
It's not anything new. बॉल उठा के ऐसे घूम के ऐसे छोड़ दिया, yellow card. The same very similar thing happened with Spurs player, no yellow card.
So this guy, Renato Vega in our team for this match got a yellow card because हमने गोल मारा and he jumped onto the fans to celebrate.
Yeah, fuck.
ठीक
I mean, that's new.
नहीं, that is new.
T-shirt
मतलब
निकाल के
जैक्सन को
मिलता
भी
है.
मिला था. Jackson got it last season because he scored and he jumped into the fans to celebrate, and you're giving yellow cards for that.
And my problem is कि they don't have any spine. तो एक तो Sky Sports is their mouthpiece. कि कुछ भी अगर बहुत गलत,
क्योंकि उन लोग एक बंदे को बैठा के रखते हैं, forgetting his
Howard
name.
Webb.
Howard Webb
is their chief or whatever.
Howard Webb तो VAR वाला है.
नहीं, but Howard Webb is PGMOL का कुछ तो भी वो है.
But Sky Sports के जो शो में आता है वो कोई और बंदा है.
वो है गिलेट.
हाँ.
नहीं, गिलेट प्रीमियर लीग प्रोडक्शंस में आता है.
बेसिकली सफाई देने के लिए आते हैं कि भाई हमने क्यों किया.
If you see लिवरपूल ने लास्ट सीजन वो डाला था टॉटनहम और लिवरपूल वाले रेड कार्ड में कि दिस इज अनएक्सेप्टेबल एंड ये
एब्सोल्युटली अनएक्सेप्टेबल.
Do you remember Neville and came in, this is very wrong. अगर सब involved होने, even last year Newcastle के against we conceded a goal 1-0 we lost and it was 10th game of the year and first game we lost or something like that and the ball was outside the line and it was
cross
clear
हो गया था.
and VAR did not intervene and later Arsenal just put up a official statement saying this is fucked up. We can't accept this. This is
not
we
right.
accept, obviously in a very flowery and accepted language.
Yeah.
And these guys come up, Sky Sports, this is unacceptable. I think the Arsenal they have completely got it wrong. But why?
Are you kidding me?
I mean the amount, the things that are at stake. You know, for even for relegation teams, even for top 4 teams, for everybody, you can't have so many fuck ups, right?
Bro, so half of the issue lies with these referees only on pitch. So if you think about it, it's not. So VAR is criticized because referees on pitch do not refer to VAR.
So if you with VAR, the problem is there are only few things that VAR can intervene. So for example,
Yeah, because they don't have the right.
Exactly, second yellow मिल गया तो उन लोग उसको या फिर
See, they have their jurisdiction inside the D where the referee, they do not need to refer to the referee. But anything
and
outside
second
the
yellow
D,
पे उन लोग intervene नहीं कर सकते if it's a
certain
bad second
thing.
yellow.
But so that is a thing, that is the rule of the league. अभी उसमें VAR कुछ नहीं कर सकता. But people are blaming VAR. I think it's not the VAR. It is the on-field referee when he is not sure or just because he wants to give an ego call. I don't know if it's an ego call, but मतलब कि मैं सही हूँ क्योंकि मैंने देखा है. तुम if you have an option to check, why not?
नहीं तो
and I'm not saying कि चलो fans तो बोलते ही हैं. Opposition player बोलेगा कि मेरा foul नहीं था. But just out of your doubt, अगर तुम्हारे दिमाग में 1% doubt है.
नहीं, so again, in my opinion, I could be wrong. You could correct me, or these guys could correct me. I don't think that's how it works, anyways. Like in cricket, you have the option of reviewing कि भाई मैं sure नहीं हूँ stumping हुई कि नहीं. तू please यार एक बार वीडियो में देख के बता मेरे को.
हाँ.
In football, at least in Premier League, what they do is there are only certain situations where VAR recommends. They can't re-referee the game. They recommend the referee कि you might have got this wrong, please come to the TV and watch it again.
नहीं,
it could be
so that is only when it's in the D.
No. It could be a violent conduct, a red card.
हाँ, मतलब if for example foul हुआ है, उसने yellow दिया है, but उसको red card वर्दी लगा है, तो VAR उसको recommend करेगा कि एक बार देख ले.
Exactly.
Yes, but still like final call in on-field referee का है.
Only in those cases where they refer to the TV. So a lot
Every time,
exactly.
except for D, every
Exactly.
time final call is of the on-field referee. But on-field referee every single time in the game has an option to refer to VAR.
I don't think that's true. I think
Bro,
they
yes.
can't just do this thing basically.
No, they can't do this.
कि
But
भाई
they
कैसे
can be
दिख-
like this.
No.
Because what
they have been
happens-
fed into they're fed conversations in the ear कि it looks offside or it looks like this and वो अपनी सफाई देता है कि नहीं मेरे को लगा ऐसे हुआ.
Okay, I'll give you an example. तुम आज गेम के बीच में हैंडबॉल हो गया है कहीं पे. I'm not saying in the D. गेम में कहीं हैंडबॉल हो गया है and a lot of people have seen, a lot of opposition players, जैसे मेरी टीम ने हैंडबॉल किया, योर टीम प्लेयर्स सॉ एंड दे रश्ड टू द रेफरी कि हैंडबॉल हुआ है. सो VAR ने भले बोला होगा कि ओके दिस माइट बी अ हैंडबॉल, यू नीड टू चेक. तो if VAR has said that and still you guys do not follow up on it and you're like no, I give it a go, I let it go because it was in the spur of the moment, I want to keep the continuity of the game.
No यार, I think
उसमें
ऐसा नहीं
problem
होता. So usually क्या होगा if say someone takes a shot और block करते हुए हैंडबॉल है So everybody will say hand and the referee will be say it's not a hand.
Yeah.
Then the VAR will recommend the guy कि I think you got it wrong. Let's wait, let's check it. So VAR check शुरू होगा. जब VAR check शुरू होगा तब तक रेफरी को सिर्फ पता है VAR मतलब
हो रहा है,
बात पूरी हो रही है.
but वो
ऐसा
check
नहीं है कि उसको नहीं पता क्या चल रहा है.
हाँ.
बात पूरी हो रही है उसकी. बट उसको पता है कि VAR check चालू है तो गेम रोक सकता है वो. तो जब गेम रोकेगा उन लोग पहले डायसेक्ट करेंगे.
Yeah.
Then they will recommend in our opinion. This is the case. Now you tell us what you've seen. Maybe he said, "This is what I've seen." Okay, you know what? Just have it at a TV. But anyway, this is a
fair enough. But yeah, okay. So let's finish up on Chelsea talk by
Right.
a few mentions. Nkunku clutch, great substitution from Enzo Maresca again. Same goes for Sancho. Subs
he's
are
got a headache
working.
now, yaar.
Subs are working. I really don't think so. You mean the Nkunku versus
You see who starts
Jackson?
and what's
The number 9
if you
debate, right?
remember, that's the first question I asked you last podcast also. Ki what do you think is the first 11 of Chelsea? Because there's so many players. I
Yeah.
mean, even अगर तू अभी FIFA खोलेगा, there's so many different ways you can play with Chelsea.
So, what I said the last time, that exact lineup except for Renato Vega, but even though I mentioned him, started.
yeah.
Exact same lineup started. Nkunku की जगह, as you were suggesting, but
Yeah.
Jackson started.
Yeah.
Pedro Neto started. Noni Madueke started. Cole Palmer started. And
As number 10.
As number 10. Now, people seem to disregard Nicholas Jackson because, again, 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 80 minutes, 70 minutes जो भी वो था, 80 minutes था. He missed a couple of sitters again. Fair. He should be converting those. I'm not giving him, like, I have to give him stick for that. Fair. But यार उस बंदे ने पिछले 8 प्रीमियर लीग स्टार्ट पे 6 गोल मारे. Think about it. 8 प्रीमियर लीग स्टार्ट में 6 गोल मारे हैं. He deserves to start. And Nkunku is just fresh off the boat from his injury and he's essentially a new signing.
Yeah.
ठीक है वो आके गोल मारा. Great. Clutch moment. Amazing. But the level of effort and the runs and the havoc that he creates as a striker for Chelsea, he's great, and that is what Enzo Maresca is looking for.
I agree.
आज secondary आज अगर striker cannot score goals, वो दूसरी चीज क्या कर रहा है in the pitch? If he's just waiting for the ball or if he's just making runs, that is not enough. He's genuinely creating an issue for these defenders that when he has the ball, he can hold it. If you see his hold-up play, it's insane.
Yeah.
People do not notice it because people Chelsea का games उतना देख नहीं रहे हैं. Especially Bournemouth का game कोई देखा नहीं होगा. But if you have the time, just check out his highlights. You will see how he's holding up the ball. You will see how he's making runs. You see how the issues that he's creating. That is, and the chances that we created because of him. That was great. So I'll give him a stick for not scoring on his sitters. But again, chalo, we are great. We are happy.
But that's what I mean. If
We edged out a 1-0 victory, which probably 2 years back or the last year we wouldn't have. So this is a sign. This is a change. This is the next step, and it's a great feeling. This is like so. Jose Mourinho fans love this
1-0.
feeling. 1-0 victory, 86 मिनट में गोल मार के बैठ गए. दिन जैसा खेला हो,
Yeah.
फर्क ही नहीं पड़ा है. भाई हम जीत गए ना.
It's the classic
माफ
smash and
करो,
grab.
बधाई हो, जान दो. कुछ मत करो. So okay, we'll close off Chelsea talks now, and
Yeah.
we'll segue into United.
Good win, yeah.
Guys, मुझे bugs दो. मैं before we start, मुझे bugs दो. मैं नहीं चाहता हूँ कि तुम लोग offend हो.
Yeah.
मैं सिर्फ facts बोल रहा था.
Yeah.
And I
There are
don't.
so many languages, my bro.
Yeah. मतलब तुम.
chose to speak facts.
Yeah, I genuinely chose to feel or speak facts, and I think other than anything, you guys deserve this victory. Like this game, you guys, like, I'll be very honest, you guys did great.
Yeah.
You guys were new, you were different. Your players gelled along. The signings that you have done, they played a pivotal role in this game. And Rashford coming back and scoring now after such a long time. He had a goal drought of about 100 days ish.
Yeah,
ऐसा
I'm
कुछ
not
है.
sure about the
ऐसा
days,
कुछ
but
है.
like,
A lot of
काफी
days.
time से नहीं मारा था.
काफी टाइम से गोल नहीं मारा था. So your, like, the entire gameplay was great, and I think even though a lot of people would say that Brentford was amazing, which they were, but here and there, but you guys resisted, and that is what United has always done. Like they have absorbed everything that they have. Sorry, Southampton. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Southampton, and they have absorbed everything that they've had always in front of them, and then they have gone back to score. And this time they did.
Which is
trickery.
actually very interesting. I mean, if you see, we were watching the game together.
Yeah.
And if you see in the start of the game, first 25 minutes, and we're like, Southampton are, they're on them. They had a couple of great chances, and obviously they had a penalty missed, which was a big moment. Onana saved and everything. But what I wanted to highlight is sometimes, especially with Big Six and such teams, confidence is a big thing, right? So I remember, I can name so many teams who've just on paper are good, but have not played well because the confidence is lacking. You listen to any of these ex-players podcasts, or even you see their media interviews. They say wins always make momentum, and you can't expect to lose, and you have to get out of the habit of losing. And it is a much needed win. I mean, nobody's going to get back at the end of season and say कि Southampton वो 25 मिनट पहले अच्छा खेली थी. It's a 3-0 victory. Let's move on. It's start of the season.
And the scoreline suggested what the game was. ऐसा नहीं है कि scoreline कुछ और है and the actual game कुछ और था. मतलब it could have been कि भाई Southampton dominated था, but इन लोगों ने 3 attempts 3 goal मार दिए and they just daylight robbery हो गई.
It was a smash and grab.
It wasn't a smash and grab. It was like
उसमें भी what is interesting is as soon as the penalty was missed, the players here started to grow into confidence, and in log obviously they went into the कि यार penalty miss हो गया, अब क्या करना है, कैसे करना है.
Yeah, so that was the point where the game changed, and Dalot and Mazraoui, these guys are great wing backs. Like they are. So Dalot was very underrated.
Right.
And
I think Dalot for a long time, I have seen, and all the United fans and I know they've always liked him. And especially this game, he grew into the game a bit. He always commits himself well, and he's playing on the left back. But it's a good time to segue into and talk about Mazraoui, because comes from Bayern.
Mad, bro. I like him.
He's a bargain. I mean, 16 odd million. What a good signing for 16 odd million. I mean, obviously time will tell, and 3 or 4 games are always very tough to label a signing good, bad, ugly or whatever. But he looks good. I saw a couple of games of United. I think he's already given an assist or 2.
He's very technical. For a right back, he's very technical. His ball control and his close ball control is insane. That is what gives him an edge over this one-on-one with the right backs when he's going ahead, when he's doing an overlap, or when he's getting.
In fact, if you think he's playing a very similar role, the United fans can correct me if I'm wrong. A very similar role to what Ten Hag was trying Van Bissaka to play.
Exactly.
If you see all these memes coming up where Van Bissaka is trying to dribble, and he wasn't always bad or anything. Sometimes he did a very good switcheroo or something and shit like that. But he looks like the part that Ten Hag wants. It looks like a right back that Ten Hag really wants. And not all fullbacks need to invert, right? Like it's just it doesn't mean कि सबको वैसे ही खेलना है. And very nice to see him overlap, sometimes put in the ball, also track back diligently. And Dalot, I think, Dalot is more technical than Mazraoui in my opinion.
Acha.
Because Dalot has a good shot on him. He can put in a diagonal ball.
Yeah, so by technical again, I don't mean like his
passing,
but like just with the ball, like how he's on the ball. Mazraoui is.
He's played under Tuchel and Hansi Flick and everything.
Yeah, so
he has to.
Like he can easily invert, but he does not need to, because they have good players in the centre mid, which maybe are underperforming. As Casemiro is like down and under, like beyond his game.
But now Ugarte got his debut, so
yeah, Ugarte was fine, and I think it was a smart move कि भाई 2-0 3-0 up हो और तुम अब centre back को डालो, get him some minutes, get the feel of the game.
Central defensive midfielder.
Yeah, defensive midfielder. एक game में feel लाने के लिए डालो.
Right.
Get him an idea of the Premier League.
He's just come here. It's a good time to introduce him.
Yeah.
And Casemiro also did not start because of all the shit he got against Liverpool.
So,
and actually, it's what's interesting is Xerxes, I think, had a really good game.
Yeah,
throughout.
he's a good player. He's a good player. He's
And
he's there everywhere, here and there, bits and doing.
it's
he's
easy to forget that he came from Bologna, where Thiago Motta was the manager, and it's the same club Calafiori for Arsenal came from, and he plays like a very different version of total football. Thiago Motta.
Yeah.
Matlab now he's gone to Juventus obviously, and Bologna had stats were off the roof and last season, and Xerxes was in the middle of it. So when United made this signing, I was quite intrigued कि भाई ये बंदा कैसे घुसेगा, because I mean Ten Hag I always thought was a good coach. I had my doubts last 2 seasons. I still had my doubts, like I said in the last podcast, but I wasn't sure if Ten Hag would get the best out of him. But you know, some players just shine irrespective of the system they play, and only time will tell if he's like that ilk of a player, he's elite or not. But in this game, what I liked about him is the way he was dropping back and just putting the balls in the gullies,
so
in the channels. So players like Rashford, Garnacho, even like the wide players United,
He's a very
have,
good
even
facilitator.
Diallo,
Yeah.
because Diallo, if you see, a guy Ten Hag really trusts, has been starting for a long time,
Bro, he's
a
a
very
good
good budget pick for FPL,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think he scored one, assisted one, and
He's a good player. So Xerxes, in my opinion, so I think he's a player where you should not look at his numbers of goals and assists.
yeah.
He's a person who's such a facilitator. With his physical presence is great.
And especially in the second half,
Yeah.
he's just dropping back.
वो इधर so Bruno Fernandes जो कर रहा है in the team in United, this guy can drop back and do a lot of similar things. He can link up with the left wing, the right wing. He can go up as a centre forward. He has a shot in him. He can be a poacher like he did in the first debut.
Yeah.
But don't look. I think United fans should not be expecting goals and assists from him. They should just be expecting a facilitator of the final third pass.
Correct.
कि उसके
And
बाद-
he's just if you see United have those kind of wing players, like especially Garnacho and Rashford are so
Yeah.
fast. If you just get a defender with you to the middle third of the pitch who's following you, and you just hold him back and actually put a ball, then someone like a Rashford with the ball striking ability
Yeah.
has, someone like a Garnacho who has the kind of speed, and even actually he doesn't have bad ball striking. We saw the goal against Everton.
Bro, but
And-
just because we are on Garnacho, थोड़ा सा उसको शर्म करना चाहिए. I feel
Yeah, I agree with that,
तुम
bro.
साउथहैम्पटन के सामने 90th
90 something minutes
मिनट
में
पे
third
तुम
goal
गोल मार के तुम रोनाल्डो की तरह बैठे हुए हो on the
That was a bit much, bro. Yeah.
It's like-
the kid, bro. But I mean,
and
that was too much.
See,
And you
there is
remember,
one thing-
one second. In fact, last season we fucking beat Liverpool, and we were celebrating at home after beating them, and all these Sky Sports. And I mean, I don't want to be celebration police as well. But
yeah. नहीं तुम सेलिब्रेट करो बट
Like-
नॉट सो देखो सी साउथहैम्पटन यू आर सपोज टू विन फेयर यू वन गुड यू आर 2-0 up great you scored on the 90th minute when the team is basically
10 man now. 10 man now.
yeah
One man
and you
now.
beat a dead horse and then you are like what थोड़ा शर्म लिया अरे मतलब ठीक है बच्चे
बेचारा
हैं
डियालो भी बैठ गया था बाजू में.
हाँ मतलब चलो
मैं भी बैठूंगा.
अब दिस इज ऑल अबाउट लाइमलाइट आई थिंक
Yeah.
मतलब टू गेट दैट
And
पिक्चर
obviously
to get
there
that
was so much pressure
to
and
get that
to get
media
that picture,
attention yeah and that is something that I didn't like. I'm like have some so like for example I'll give a
Like if you were 10 points leading the league in 20 games in.
yeah, so
like that.
no. So I'll give an example. So Nico Jackson, for example, Nico Jackson does a lot of celebrations. कभी कभार slide करता है, कभी fans में चले गया. But now he's realized this that he does not really need to celebrate. So what
Yeah.
so after he scores, he's like,
Yeah.
that's not a celebration. Like what? This is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like you are a winger. You are. I'm not saying you're supposed to score goals, but you are like that is what your job is. And if you are doing it with a 10-man team.
90 plus.
90 plus प्लीज फाइन मतलब ठीक है घर जा भाई ये मत कर दैट इज डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल
Yeah. I mean, yeah, fair. I mean,
and that is the Ronaldo celebration na that
Oh, I thought like I think of Mohammad Kudus.
no
West
that
Ham.
is a that
Oh,
is
ऐसे
a
जाके बैठना.
ऐसे जाके बैठना is a Ronaldo celebration you
अच्छा.
Google it and
Okay,
so he's a
interesting.
Ronaldo fan he's being an Argentinian
Yeah, of
Ronaldo fan
course.
that is
So
another
we got that.
controversy altogether but that is he's mimicking Ronaldo. Like तो Ronaldo बैठा है भाई 7 like left wing में.
But fair, I mean, we'll try our best not to be celebration police here.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
I didn't. I mean, that's the first thing I told him when he has like.
ये क्या कर रहा है यार,
ज़्यादा
मतलब
कर रहा है, but
ज़्यादा कर रहा है.
Anyways, I mean, let's not be celebration police here, and
Yeah.
we'll actually move to Delit also. I mean, he
Yeah.
scored, and good for him, right? I
Good
mean,
for him.
he started. I think his first start or.
First full start.
Or did he start against Liverpool?
He got subbed in, so this is his first full debut, I think.
I mean, a good goal and
Yeah.
played decently well, and especially after the mistake he made against Germany in Nations League.
ठीक है.
It's good to come back. Of course, it's
Yeah.
ठीक है.
Like अभी a lot of people made mistakes. Man, हमारा भी centre back ने mistake किया था.
Yeah.
Fofana did the mistake with Robert Sanchez तभी penalty मिला, but
No, fair enough. I'm saying mistake in the Nations League.
Yeah.
Good for him to come back. Good for his confidence to get a goal as well. And see, he's a good player. I mean, I remember sort of like everybody when your team gets linked to a player, you go to YouTube, see his videos, you see his stats and everything. And I remember there was a time where Arsenal were linked with him, and I knew he's a good player.
it was at that time when they beat Madrid in the Champions League, right? That Ajax team.
Yeah, I think it was just after he went from Ajax. He left Ajax. is when
After
we-
that only. After
Yeah.
that season, he left Ajax and he
Yeah.
went to Bayern.
Did he went to Juventus first or? am
I think
wrong?
directly went to Bayern and
could be wrong, yeah.
अरे is that game only ना यार जब वो Tadic ने 360 मार के he gave an assist to this David Neres and this guy scored
right.
against Madrid and they knocked out Madrid.
He went to Juventus.
He went to Juventus after
he was
that?
at Juventus for 3 years. Yeah, 87 caps, 8 goals.
नहीं but was
Before
it
Bayern, Ajax, Juventus, Bayern United.
okay
So
okay,
it was when in Juventus they were anyway. So I think he's a good player, and
Yeah.
he's not that old. He's just 25. And if he could be the Maguire that United did not have, Maguire again.
Same frame.
I love hating on Maguire. Slavet, Frege, everything is okay, but he's not that bad a player
Yeah.
that people make him out to be. And he could be the Maguire that United thought Maguire would be. And
Yeah.
let's see. I mean, this is a good win for United.
Early days, पहला
But
start,
what's
अभी-
interesting is throughout this conversation, the 3 out of 4 players that we talked about are new signings from Ineos.
Yeah,
Obviously they're
they
heavily
started,
invested and everything. So these are good signs for fans to buy credibility from the management. कि भाई हम लोग कुछ अच्छा try कर रहे हैं, give us some time. And it is some sign for even Ten Hag for some breathing space. कि
Yeah.
obviously if Southampton scored that penalty, built up on that game, even a draw or a loss, then I don't know if Ten Hag is still in job. I mean, it was that bad, right? So he lost 2 games in a row. It would have been three losses out of 4.
He's on thin ice, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Very thin
But
ice.
now I think this win buys him some
solidifies
time.
some of his efforts.
Right. And I think it's a good win for United, and let's see if they build up on this, because they have some couple of tricky fixtures coming up.
Yeah.
And let's quickly segue to Manchester City and Brentford.
Yeah, man.
So good game, good watch. In fact, I mean, it wasn't as simple, or it wasn't a cakewalk for City.
Yeah, first, but City this year has been conceding goals, but यार 60 seconds 70 seconds में कुछ गोल खाए 24 seconds में गोल खाए, लेकिन like उनकी टीम में जानवर बैठा है, उसको अबे तूने गोल मारा मैं 2 गोल मारता हूँ, मैं 3 गोल मारता हूँ, bro that guy is just भाई वो जानवर है,
He's a specimen, bro.
he broke a record, the fourth मतलब
Fastest 250.
4 goals,
Most goals in
4 games,
4
games weeks.
9.
9 goals.
Second is Rooney, third was Drogba.
Yeah. So भाई क्या है वो 50 गोल मारेगा वो,
And what is
क्या है वो,
interesting
कुछ
is
भी
he
करेगा
comes
वो।
across as a very caricaturish guy. But I was reading somewhere, I think Kyle Walker या Jack Grealish का interview था, where they said कि I have not seen a more committed player in my life. He said एक तो because he is so tall, उसकी खुराक बहुत ज़्यादा, keeps eating and whatever he always wants to eat.
He
But
drinks a lot of milk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Mahendra Singh Dhoni of football. But he keeps himself really fit. It's either about recovery for him or about the next game. and he's absolutely dialed into football.
Yeah.
Like उसका कुछ घर परिवार family
Nothing else.
like for Jack Grealish girls कुछ भी there's no bullshit.
Nothing.
Like there are times where he's seen pictured watching City unders games and मतलब under 23 City के games देखने गए and things like that.
Bro, his
So,
finishing is
it's
off the roof.
it's
Off the
कुछ
roof.
भी भाई क्या
Off the
and
roof.
उसके ऊपर things like if you think about it his age we were just discussing the other day कि at this rate he obviously has to go for 16 more years so by that time he'll be middle aged fucks but by that time if he keeps doing it he does what Ronaldo and Messi have done.
He's above them right
He's
now
above
in the
them in
current trajectory, current chart.
But
of-
just to be there at his age and just doing there year in year out, I think everything about him is written like a Madrid or a Barca player. Madrid more than Barca, but
but he won't go to Madrid now because
Mbappe is
gone
there.
But
I
don't
read
know-
somewhere that Madrid पापा पेरेस का सपना है.
तो उसका तो सपना कुछ भी हो बोलेगा कल मुझे यहाँ पे ये चाहिए
हाँ,
तो उसको
वो
मिलेगा
मिलेगा ही.
मिलेगा
He's Papa Perez.
हाँ he's Papu Perez so but like I don't know why people do not talk about Erling Haaland as a
It's very robotic, bro. It
like
almost
Ballon
feels
d'Or
like
कंटेंडर क्यों नहीं बात करते हैं
I
इस
think-
सीजन का Ballon d'Or कंटेंडर क्यों नहीं बात कर रहे like so
Premier League. So Ballon d'Or I've seen usually is a lot to do with what you won. I think Ballon d'Or Rodri takes because he won the
so
Euros.
Rodri won the same so other than Euros
That is a big
but
thing.
still the front runner according to a lot of people is Vinicius Junior
Yeah. But
which I feel अगर विनिशियस को तुम फ्रंट रनर रख रहे हो तो आई थिंक उससे पहले हालैंड को रखना चाहिए भाई वो बंदा 4 साल बैक टू बैक प्रीमियर
I
लीग
agree.
जीता है उसमें
4
Champions
साल में
League-
2 साल से
क्या
सिटी में 2 साल
सिटी में 2 साल से हाँ बट मतलब वो वहाँ पे डॉर्टमंड में भी तो ही वाज डूइंग ग्रेट ही स्कोर्ड ही ब्रोक रिकॉर्ड ही
Yeah,
स्कोर्ड
yeah.
गोल्स अभी वो चैंपियंस लीग इतने जीत गया है एंड दिस सीजन इज वन चैंपियंस लीग इन मतलब दिस बैलन डी'ओर का सेशन में वो जीता है ना लाइक
चैंपियंस लीग लास्ट सीजन जीता तो
प्रीमियर लीग एफए कप एंड एफए कप या
FA Cup भी United
Carabao Cup
जीती।
जीता था एक
Carabao भी,
दे डिड अ डबल
नहीं कार्बो लिवरपूल जीती थी.
डिड सिटी डिड अ डबल लास्ट सीजन
No,
राइट
no, only Premier League.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं
Premier League was City, Carabao Cup was Liverpool. Champions League was obviously, and उसके बाद this was
सिटी 2024 सीजन 1 सेकंड दिस इज मेरे दिमाग में क्यों आ रहा है कि
they just I'm pretty sure that Rodri might get the Ballon d'Or.
Okay, brain fart. Because
Yeah.
so basically Premier League और Euro की वजह से Rodri is a contender.
Yeah.
This guy is because of La Liga. La Liga में कहाँ थे? So they won
They
La
won, they
Liga
won.
and
Champions
League. That's why.
But again, my point being कि Haaland is just a specimen and such a robotic player. Robotic is the wrong word. I mean, it almost sounds like I'm disregarding him.
Yeah,
But
yeah, bro.
When you hear such stories, you realize the kind of shit he's putting into it, and he's playing in the best team in the world anyways.
भाई उसके
where he deserves to be.
उसके the goal he scored, that chip was a sublime chip above the keeper to finish. That is
That's
not
the thing.
robotic.
Yeah. No, by robotic I
नहीं, I'm
mean
giving you point कि मतलब
Yeah.
ऐसा भी है मतलब he has sides to his game. He has a robotic run.
No,
Everyone knows he
I
can
might-
man out. He can man out. He has like a so the reason why people feel he's robotic is like I feel because इतना monotonous हो गया है इस बंदे को गोल मारते
that's
हुए
exactly what I
देखना।
mean. He's just like
Ball देख गोल
Yeah.
मार ball गोल मार।
It's like he's my permanent captain on FPL, man. I don't care. The most expensive FPL player of all time.
Ever.
Henry और साला को बीट करके मतलब 15 million now.
Ever.
Just
Yeah, I
bullshit,
agree.
bro.
So fine.
Anyways, I think we should.
Enough about.
The whole idea about talking about this fixture was to talk about Brentford first.
Yeah,
and
man. We
What a team, bro. I mean,
Thomas Frank.
Thomas
man.
Frank, yeah, bro.
Wow.
I mean, if you
Wow.
see last few seasons, the way he's played, he lost a couple of players here and there, signed a couple of really good players here and there, but just how interesting his team is. So I feel his team is just set up to win the right way. It's not only about dropping down or being direct or taking route one and sending the ball
Yeah.
up. But
He had
so-
a difficult
so what
time.
is-
He had a difficult time last season dealing with Ivan Toney and everyone. So he wasn't a great
he
character.
came back
to-
in January or something.
Yeah, he wasn't a great character in the dressing room as well. He was into this betting issue that because of
Right,
which he
right.
came on later.
So I think, but even after that, the way he has kept Brentford doing so well. He comes across as such a nice guy in the press conferences. He, just the kind of approach to his tactic is so fresh and so nice. Because it's not only say play from the back always and typical total football भी नहीं है. It's always sometimes direct. It's sometimes very physical. It's one of the most physical teams. Set pieces are a big thing for him.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting. I want to read out what Pep said because for someone like Pep to say it, obviously Pep also sometimes come across. मतलब वो थोड़ा उसको पता है he is the best.
हाँ,
उसको
यार,
पता है कि
modest हो जाता है थोड़ा.
वो तारीफ करेगा तो हाँ तो but it's actually interesting. I'll just read his quotes. He says, I don't remember in 8 or 9 years a team that plays the way like Brentford did in the first 20 minutes. I give credit to them. We were not at our best. It's not easy to handle it. Hey, they deserve to be 2-0 or 3-0 up. So I mean, for someone like Pep to say it कि 8-9 साल में मैं ऐसे कोई
It's good validation.
it's great validation and Thomas Frank, I think Brentford are one of the toughest teams to play against in Premier League, top 5, top 7. It comes like we say Aston Villa, Liverpool, Arsenal.
लेकिन थोड़ा चने की झाड़ू भी चढ़ा रहा है. It's like
No यार, I genuinely feel
like
because
this statement is factually incorrect. But ठीक है, I feel अभी मतलब 2 साल पहले हमारे सामने चैंपियंस लीग में हारा, which was
No, I think what he's trying to say is पहले 20-25 मिनट में जिस level and degree of dominance है हम लोग को, we were watching the game. Bro.
Yeah, they were great.
And the first thing we said is they're playing like prime Barca or what? I mean,
Yeah.
the kind of the gutsy nature of playing from the back and all of those things.
Yeah,
but
so Pep को कुछ तो so he अब जैसे नोटों की बारिश हो रही है तो छींटे दूसरों पे उड़ाने पड़ेंगे ना. मतलब तुम्हें
I agree.
So you if he's so I don't think he'll give such a statement for any of his rival teams.
No, he does. I mean, if you see, I mean,
See
obviously.
again, Arteta might be different because उसका
Klopp के बारे में भी
prodigy
वो
है.
बोला था.
But
So I just feel Klopp के बारे में भी he was very complimentary that he's made. I'm as good as I am because of someone like Klopp who has pushed me till here. Whatever. My point being, what Pep says says more about Thomas Frank rather than Pep here. And Thomas Frank, he said, a top 6 Europe side is coming soon for. A top 5 European League big side is coming soon for Thomas Frank, and it's just a question of time when he gets into. So obviously the result was boring, but it's you should keep an eye on Brentford.
yeah,
I think should we quickly close with the predictions and
absolutely. Let's get on with the predictions.
so last week
Oh, yeah.
it's very interesting.
You have the score.
We will try and put up a this thing where I'm on 8 points, he's on 8 points to just refresh you guys. If we get the correct score, exact score of the fixture that we want to predict, we get 3 points. If we get the correct result, win, draw or lose, we get 1 point. And if we don't get the result, or obviously we get 0 points. So last week he got 8 and I got 8.
Yeah.
So both of us are tied. And by the end of the month, I would love for you guys to comment on the video and tell us what we can do for a forfeit. And
थोड़ा आराम से लेना भाई. हाँ, मतलब कुछ भी मत बोल देना यार. और स्पेशली ऐसा मत बोलना कि अगर जैसे मैं हार गया तो आर्सेनल की शर्ट पहन ले भाई. ऐसा मत बोल देना. मतलब थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाएगा.
I'm worried they would say worse. I mean,
That is worse. अभी उसके आगे तो जाना ही मत.
so yeah, fair enough. Let's get into predictions, man.
Okay.
Do you have
so-
the fixtures?
Yeah, I have the fixtures ready with us.
Perfect.
So the first one is 5 p.m. Saturday, West Ham Chelsea.
Who's home?
West Ham home.
West Ham home.
Yes.
Oh, what do you say?
I feel we are certainly winning, but this time it will be a better scoreline because hopefully we'll have Malo Gusto back, and
So what's the score?
2-0
Interesting.
2-0 to Chelsea.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Ooh, okay.
Because West Ham have
Yeah.
been up and above and they've invested a lot.
Arey,
They're back at home. Let's see.
Chalo. Next is Aston Villa Wolves.
Aston Villa home.
Yeah, Aston Villa home.
Let's go for a 3-1 victory for Aston Villa.
Okay, I say it's a 2-0 to Aston Villa. Yeah, 2-0 to Aston Villa. So the next is Fulham Newcastle.
Fulham Newcastle, that should be a good game. It's at Craven Cottage or?
Craven Cottage, Fulham.
Wow.
See,
Let's go for a high scoring 2-2 draw.
I say it's going to be Newcastle winning again.
It's gonna be 2-0.
Okay.
Newcastle keep their unbeaten run.
Interesting.
Southampton Ipswich
Oh, that's a relegation.
derby.
I think it's who's home?
Southampton is home.
I think Southampton get their first win of the season.
I say
They do a 2-0 or something.
okay. So I say Ipswich win 1-0.
I wanted to say Ipswich, but only because Southampton are home, and starting में such games में home advantage is really. Anyway,
It's good, but yeah.
2-0 and 1-0 to Ipswich.
1-0 to
2-0
Ipswich.
Southampton.
Yeah. Tottenham Brentford at Tottenham home.
Oh wow, that's gonna be a game, man.
It's ये
What
बस
is
ये गेम एंस के कपड़े उतारेगा. Brentford is winning 1-0.
Very interesting. I think it still could be a draw, a 1-1 draw.
Wow. Okay.
Because Tottenham are
That's plausible.
Yeah.
ठीक है. City Everton. Leicester City Everton.
Leicester City Everton.
Leicester home.
City win. Leicester City win. Let's say 2-1.
Yeah, I say like 2-0 and Vardy scoring. This guy's been scoring again, man.
Yeah,
ये वापस
yeah,
पागल हो
he's
गया
back,
है.
yeah.
Okay, he's back.
Red Bull and nicotine.
Okay, Liverpool Bournemouth.
Liverpool win. Anfield.
Yeah.
Liverpool win 3-0.
Okay, I say it's going to be a tough game because Bournemouth was great in front of us. I don't know how they were so great in front of us, but they were great. So maybe we were shit. But I say it's going to be like a 2-1. Bournemouth scores
Okay.
2-1. But Liverpool win, yeah.
And I think last game.
No, last game क्या अभी 3 गेम बचे हैं. अभी
अच्छा.
Crystal Palace United.
Crystal Palace home.
Crystal Palace home.
Ooh, that's a spicy game as well.
Eze to score a welter again.
Last season they beat him 3-0.
Yeah. But they had.
Let's go for a 2-all draw.
2-all draw. No, yeah. I say United win this time. They edge out like a 1-0 victory.
Okay.
1-0 to United. Brighton Nottingham Forest.
Brighton win 3-1.
I say Nottingham Forest win. Again, a different. I think Nottingham Forest are in a good form.
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest win with like 2-1. And the final game of the week, City Arsenal.
The big one.
The big one.
You go first.
I say so. Declan Rice will be back.
Yes.
But Odegaard won't be. Bro, मुश्किल है. So I think it's gonna be City winning it.
Yeah.
But it won't be a high scoring game. I think it's gonna be like a. So it could go either ways. But if City scores, so it's gonna be like if City wins, it's 2-0 for which I feel. But if you guys score 1.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna come back.
Yeah.
And how?
So what's your
my
final?
final is 2-0 City.
So I'm going to back my team. I mean,
You have to.
I'm not sure it'll happen, but if not now, then when? So 2-1 to the Arsenal. So
Okay.
let's see.
Okay. So I think we have our predictions down.
Awesome. So I think we've done our predictions. We've chatted about it all, and yeah, we're at the end of our episode 2.
Yeah.
And guys, please keep engaging with us, and please keep telling us what we should talk about, so that we can keep involving your content with us as well. And we're very excited to what's going to come, and hopefully we have a couple of previews and with Champions League and big games coming up. So
Yeah, and you guys have something specific to talk about, like you have a specific niche of your club you want to talk about.
Yeah, why
please
not?
let us know. And also, please, यार फैलाओ यार.
yeah,
थोड़ा तो फैलाओ बातें यार.
keep sending it to all your football
Yeah,
fans.
and just talk about it like how we like to talk about football. Just
Yes.
tell your friends, man. Like 2 homies are here talking about some nice shit. So
And we will keep coming back.
absolutely.
And I'm Ronak, this guy is Karan, and this is the Football Republic of India, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.